3 weeks ago, Nikocado Avocado uploaded a video announcing that he had lost 89 pounds. This is insane because over the last 9 years, we've seen him go from a modest vegan, health-conscious vlogger to the mentally unstable 400-pound mukbanger that we know today, getting to a point where he had literally almost killed himself for views. But now it seems like he might be taking steps to control his health once again, right before hitting a point of no return, and there's plenty of fan conspiracy theories intertwined in controversy to cover. Nicholas Perry started off his YouTube journey as a mild-mannered, seemingly nice person just posting about his vegan lifestyle.
Most people that watch my channel know that I'm vegan. I've been vegan for almost 4 years. Like another month or two will be like 4-year mark. Totally changed my life. I used to be obeso. I used to be like, what?
Though his channel originally started as a way for him to share vegan recipes and interact with the community, suddenly Nicholas stopped uploading and removed all of the vegan-centered videos he had made. He then went on to release an explanation video as to why he was leaving the community he was so passionate about.
Getting a lot of crazy comments from vegans, of course, saying I'm not vegan enough, what I'm doing is wrong. I said in that video, why do vegans have to make everything about veganism? Why? There's so much more to life than veganism.
As he gained more and more criticism from the community he was a part of, Nikocado decided to leave. But little did he know this would be the thing that would ruin the next few years of his life. Though the video announcing himself leaving the vegan community was posted 6 years ago, all of the comments are more recent, saying how heartbroken people are that the man who was once articulate, calm, and rational had become the polar opposite. There was no obvious moment where he turned, but more of a long stretch where gradually Nikocado would gain more weight from ordering more fast food meals to make the challenge videos that would get millions of views. Of course, the more he would eat on a regular basis, the more his physical appearance and health would start to decline, but he took things too far. As Nikocado replaced mostly homemade vegan meals to more fast food, naturally the healthy part of his eating would go away. And as his mukbang videos grew more popular, his regular vlogs would take a backseat for the videos that were getting the most views, opening the door to an even more healthy lifestyle. The crazier that Nikocado would eat, the more views the videos would pull in, creating a vicious cycle. The problem for Nikocado was that he didn't actually seem to be able to accept what was happening to him, and the first alarming signs of his mental state was when he would upload a video titled "I'm getting fat and don't know why," where he tried to figure out why he was gaining so much weight.
What is in here?
In hindsight, this is where he should have stopped. The obvious rapid weight gain and genuine surprise he was showing should all have been clear signs that he was not following a healthy path, but millions of views every week was hard to walk away from. The delusion continued in more videos as Nikocado would assume he weighed 160 pounds, but as he hopped on a scale, it showed him that he wasn't great at guessing and he refused to believe that he was over 200.
So let's see how much I weigh. I don't even know. I think 160, maybe 160. Weigh yourself here. So we're gonna step right up. That has to be wrong. You guys, I'm 200 pounds.
The denial that Nikocado was in may come as a shock to some of us, but there's actually loads of psychology behind it. Since many mukbangers would post semi-often, not on a weekly basis, it gave them more time to work off the excess calories and maintain a relatively healthy lifestyle. So many people who watch mukbangs assume that you can't gain that much weight so quickly, as the content creators all seem relatively thin. On top of this all, Nikocado has had experience with poor nutrition in the past, as he once claimed to eat nothing but bananas for an entire month in order to lose weight.
I've had to lose a lot of weight in my life. I just ate bananas. 30 days, just bananas.
Then, while doing a famous 10,000 calorie eating challenge, he was talking about his weight when he made this promise to his fans.
I don't think I will ever be 300. If I am, trust me, we're gonna make major changes.
But this is when Nikocado started to fall into delusion. Whether it was mental illness or his now extreme over-the-top personality playing into his increased number of views, something had changed. He now claimed that he wanted to get past 300 pounds and started to play into it as a joke for the camera.
Let's do 120 divided by 5. How many? 2 years? That's 24. I have to lose weight for 2 years. I'm just not gonna do it. How about that? How about I feel so much better?
It seemed like now Nikocado had accepted passing a point of no return, which raised other major concerns. The scariest part of Nikocado accepting his new weight by far was that he claimed that his new quest was now to get to 400 pounds. During this time, his clickbait drama storytime videos were blowing up, which only helped him gain more views when he would upload random videos with titles such as "My husband left me" or "I'm getting deported." These videos would always gain millions of views, showing Nikocado that drama equals more money. Whether it was the stress of being a content creator or just him being aware of what he was doing, from that point on, his videos would almost always feature some new dramatic element. Usually, it would start with him complaining about his on and off again husband Orlin, who had been with Nikocado from the very beginning. According to Nikocado's YouTube channel, the two seemed to be getting divorced every few months, but then would always end up back together and not address anything. In a super intense series of videos where Nikocado seemed to be in an Airbnb, he documented his reaction from angry to sad as he claimed that Orlin had now officially left him. Though the videos featured very little eating, they did put Nikocado's ability for drama and his declining mental health on full display for his fans, who became increasingly concerned for him.
Your brain size is a P. Loser! 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 Loser!
I just wanna go home. 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 I just wanna go.
However, even with Orlin apparently officially out of the picture, he would still return in videos frequently for them to fight and break up on camera once again. Whether intentional or not, Nikocado had now successfully blurred the lines between what was real and what was just an act, leaning further and further into the dramatic crybaby adult that he was portraying on camera. He started becoming more and more unhinged, and his fans were genuinely worried about him, especially when he celebrated his 400-pound milestone.
I am officially 400 pounds. How did this happen?
Then, after asking himself that question, he would go on to eat a personal record of McDonald's in one sitting. People were sure that this could not be serious, and since he was a hermit, interviews with him were very rare, but one YouTuber paid him a lot of money to spend a single week with him.
He's not a real human being. He's a cartoon character. He's a Disney villain, bro. He's a literal Disney villain. We've seen him for 30 minutes and he has not turned it off for a second.
Oompaville invited Nikocado to stay with him for an entire week, where he was able to interview him multiple times, and though it was just for a second, it seemed like when Oompa revealed he had subscribed to his OnlyFans for a year, the shock actually made Nikocado break character.
Why are you laughing? That's personal bits.
Yeah.
Though this entire video is mostly just Nikocado's insane personality dialed up to an 11, for just a moment he was so surprised that we could see him break character. This actually marked the beginning of one of the strangest friendships to come to YouTube, with Oompaville and Nikocado becoming frequent collaborators. Although the main basis of their relationship is to get Nikocado to break character, Oompa would not only succeed but also start making Nick more endearing to fans once again. One day, Oompa invited Nikocado over to stay with him on a farm, and though Nikocado kept up his charade, he was genuinely having fun again, making his fans think that he could come back. Despite this though, Oompaville still took a ton of shots at the YouTuber and would often try to make jokes out of him. But ever since these videos have come out, something has changed in Nikocado's attitude. During the height of his meltdowns, Nikocado would often refer to his fans as haters or peasants and claim that he was better than them.
I am rich. Okay? I am rich. Take that, peasants.
Though of course he would play it up for the camera, the obvious drama seemed to be slowly dying down since making a friend. Not only that, but outside of his mental state seeming better, there was another very obvious change.
Actually, hi, I know I'm skinny, you don't have to tell me. I lost 89 pounds. And look at my arms, oh my god. You don't even recognize me, I know.
After taking some time off from posting, Nikocado came back looking completely different after losing more than 80 pounds. His tremendous weight loss was an incredible achievement in such a short amount of time, and even more, it seemed like he was genuinely enjoying himself more during his mukbangs. Fans and haters were all impressed to see the changes, having multiple people praise him for finally taking some steps to regain control over his health.
But 89 pounds down and there's a noticeable difference, he's f***ing earned the right to splurge like that.
Mukbanger Nikocado Avocado has finally turned a new page and is now losing weight.
And Nikocado regaining more control over his life can only be a good thing. Though many fans were speaking about body positivity in his comments, and he would often joke about identifying as skinny, the weight of constantly doing mukbangs was clearly affecting his health. However, though Nikocado's change is being universally praised, there's a whole new conspiracy surrounding the new him. Recently, a Twitter user got almost 5 million reactions to a tweet where he's theorizing that Nikocado Avocado is actually a health expert who's using himself as an experiment and proof that anyone can lose weight. The tweet suggests that Nikocado might have decided to cut back just before the crucial moment of no return, and if the weight loss continues, he'll look like his normal self in no time. And while this theory does sound insane, there might actually be something there. Because not even a year ago, Nikocado posted a cryptic monologue talking about how he's always 2 steps ahead of everyone else. And though Nikocado monologues were nothing new for him, this one was different.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know.
He claimed that his account is a social experiment, and if you look on it retrospectively, this isn't exactly a stretch. The part that really had people scratching their heads over this entire thing is how calm and collected Nikocado was during the delivery. As the comments pointed out, he went from I love cheese to I love chess. Nikocado would even go on to claim that he was not the one putting on the performance, but rather the one who was controlling us.
I am the villain. I make myself one. And people will consume these stories year after year after year. Influence the ants. Brainwash the ants. You are the ant.
The narrative around Nikocado Avocado always focuses on the price of success and how he destroyed himself for fame. And though that may be the case, the monologue he delivered before taking time off is making many question if this was all in fact an act. After coming back with a new weight and looking healthier than ever, the clock may now be ticking towards the great reveal that it was all set up from the very beginning. Whether or not he knew it from the beginning or if Nikocado just found it along the way won't matter, but the experiment that was his life over the last 6 years will not soon be forgotten.